evening, everyone. Today is our group discussion video, week 9, Lex 2012. Okay, so I will introduce everyone first, and this is Jiaqi, Wanjing, Jinyong, Zijian, Fakru, CK, Yaje, Nabila, and I'm Jingyi, and this is Chupin. So today's discussion is about the role of our Vimag video. So right now we will choose the director first. So who volunteer to be the director? Anyone?
I think CK is more suitable to be the director because he is the only one who more familiar with this topic.
Yeah,
So I
I'm
think
okay
he
with
will
that.
help us in this video.
But for firstly, I need to thanks to DJ because for not nominating me as the director. But I think this time I would like to challenge myself to be the editor. Because I never tried on editing video before, so perhaps I think there will be more suitable people to be the director, like Jijian.
Actually, I want to learn something new in this video, like recording the video. So I purposely buy an iPhone 7 just for this, just to record this video. I'm going to get the iPhone 7 next week.
Okay, so
So any suggestion of who volunteer to be the director?
I think Fakro will be nice.
I think I would like to challenge myself to, to be the what?
editor, director.
Yeah, director.
We see hope in you.
We see potential in you.
Then,
We see the change in you.
I think
Don't need to
okay lah, I agree.
Then Fakru will be the director.
Yes.
So next videographer, we need 2 videographer. One is Zian and another. Okay, Nabila. And then next is the script writer. We also need 2 persons.
I think I can be the scriptwriter.
And
Maybe I can help Joy. I can be the scriptwriter as well.
But what does the scriptwriter do during the?
I will prepare the speech for all the interviewers in terms of introduction and also the questions. I will prepare the questions for them. We will.
okay, 2 script writer, and then next is the interviewer.
Me too.
1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 interviewer.
So we love you only.
Okay.
Why?
because it's like
You need to challenge yourself,
I
right?
want to challenge myself. Okay. Is this dance the role?
Any objection before we finalize the?
Yes, want to change. Okay, so now I will pass my role to director. Director who is in charge.
Like we need to specify the questions for
Yes.
us to prepare the speech the script. Yeah.
Okay, so I see that this video has its own, we have our own purpose already because we have already discussed it in the previous video. So for now, maybe we should think of the proper questions to be asked, and maybe we should find a smaller scope as to cover as much demographic as possible to maybe maybe we should ask maybe international students maybe, because we need to have respondents from all part of the demographic. So we should so that our findings later on should be as holistic as possible. I think that would be one. Maybe because you see what I observe is that in different colleges, they have different exposures to during the voting season, during the campaign. You see that people inside, like K13, 14, 15, they have more exposure towards these manifestos, because the main campaign you see the center is maybe in Putra Food Court, maybe, yes, because you are right in K5. So maybe in K17 and me myself in K10 and K11, we hardly hear these things. We only know, oh, somehow tomorrow we have to go to vote. That will be all. Maybe so. These people, because they have different exposures, maybe they have more knowledge of the manifestos, and for people outside the main campus, they don't know much. So maybe this is part of the demographics that we should set our eyes on. Do you guys agree with that?
Let me clarify something first, because I think our main objective is to know whether those student representative, whether they have done their job to achieve their manifesto or not.
Yes.
So probably we can focus on students in the main colleges, like those nearby colleges like K5, K6, so that because I think there are a bunch of students who are really got affected by those manifesto created by those student representatives, rather than those out campus students. Okay, so I would suggest our main respondent will be inside colleges.
Okay, so those manifestos, as said by CK, actually only most affects only people from those K5, K6
staying in the colleges.
Okay, so
But then I think it's better if we focus on, because those student representatives aren't they the manifesto they propose is more towards activities or facilities in faculty. Like I never heard that they will propose something like to develop colleges facilities also. What?
Like those bus transport, sports facilities.
Oh.
is there any change after they got elected?
That's why we need to do
So
this.
Because I really didn't see any changes.
Meaning
It's only change for the worse. Exactly for Ketan, the intervals between buses is getting way longer now. It's, when I was in first year, it was 30 minutes interval. Now it was 45 minutes, and only for a few hours is 45 minutes. Then afterwards, and even before that, it's 1 hour interval. So it's getting a lot worse. So I don't see any changes for the better.
So meaning we will have to know the background of the student first before
Yes.
we ask the related questions to the students, right?
So that what we ask is actually related to him or her. So we should maybe then the script writers should have get ready with more questions, because for different people with different backgrounds, they have different interests. So any other?
Or maybe you can focus on a few more larger issue. For example, blacks. I remember last year there was a candidate that came out with a manifesto to restructure the English lesson in UPM, which they want to cancel off flags. But then we don't see any update from that candidate.
Did he got elected?
He was the YDP.
Maybe we can focus on this issue, and then because I think every student have to tag lags in UPM, right? So every student is involved with lags, and also maybe we can like transport the bus system. I think most of the student involved with the system, the bus. So maybe we can focus on some larger issue in the manifesto, and then we come up with a question and ask the respondent.
May I know what kind of questions can we ask?
That is what we are trying to
Yeah.
Because it's like now we are focusing on the issue, but
Not the question.
what is the scope of the issue? Like what we are going to ask?
Yeah, we have to narrow down, because if it's just anything, it would be very broad.
I got some suggestion. Maybe we can ask some questions like, what is the image of the student representative or students thinking? Means whether the student representative, whether they show their responsibility or whether they achieve their manifesto, like one for each questions. Because for the past elections, when they are passing all those manifesto, the small flyers, at the old flat over there, they left a lot of flyers on the floor after the elections. So this kind of destroy the image of our school and also the student representative themselves. So I think this would be a nice question to ask, whether the image of the student representative is good or not good for the students.
I think it's a good idea. I think we can make it like just a general topic rather than scoping down into a few specified issues. Just ask simple questions like, do you know any MVP among your social group? Or if you know, have they done their job as a student representative? Those very general topic, general questions to let them know whether the existence of student representative helps them.
So maybe I think maybe you can add some more question like we can ask the students whether they know the student representative that join the elections, whether they know their manifesto or not before they vote. So like after the elections, then maybe the students know or not who is elected and what is their manifesto and whether they done their job or not.
Maybe I think we can ask the student representative as our respondent that we ask them how their progress on their manifesto, is they doing their job or not.
How about the answer?
I think the question may be simple because I'm not familiar with this topic. So for example, for me, if I didn't know about this topic, I don't have the interest. I didn't have the interest in it. So we make the question first. We must know this question. How to say it? It didn't fit to all the students. First, the students must know about this topic. Then they can make the response for the question.
I think most of us just agree that our question must be very general. Like maybe we will not specify some issues, because not all the students, not all the respondents will familiar with that issues.
And thus, I suggest that we do not need to specify our respondent group, just as long as he or she is one of the UPM student. Okay.
May
Is
I
it okay?
clarify something?
Sure.
Our respondent is necessary to be a student. Is the respondent is necessary to be staying outside campus or inside or staying in the hostels?
I think it should be okay because some welfare also related to on-campus student, so it shouldn't be a big problem when we interview them because they also enjoy those welfare as well.
Example?
Example like the bus system, because even though you are living out campus, but when you come into the campus, you might also use the bus facility to go in campus, and also some maybe the food court. You also sometimes you enjoy your meal inside the cafeteria.
Yes, so after this, scriptwriter, please write the question according to our discussion. So we will end our discussion now.